yes, I've never been here before, but it's exciting. Are you excited?
Yeah.
So excited. So excited. Everyone's so excited. They're like, we're not going to sit in the front. Not going to sit in the front. It's too much excitement up here. I understand. I also could barely contain myself from the third row. Just get you to know me a little bit about myself. Those were words. I had a false start in comedy about 5 years ago. Yeah, I figured I'd do 3 shows. After 3 shows, I'd be a pro. Except for the fact that every time I got nervous, I would do an Ozzy Osbourne impression. And I had never seen Ozzy Osbourne before. No. So I was like, this isn't the career for me. I ended up being a housewife for 3 years. That was awful. Yeah, don't recommend. So I decided to leave all that jazz, drop 160 pounds and get into comedy. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was easy. I stayed the same size. I just dumped my boyfriend. Yes, it was great. Best 160 pounds of dead weight I ever lost. So alcohol. Who here does the alcohol? It's a great drug.
Okay.
Yeah, no, alcohol does get me in trouble. I am a stand-up comic. I do enjoy it. One time it made me promise breakfast in bed to someone. That didn't happen. Yeah. Woke up the next morning. He's like, so where's my breakfast? And I was like, who are you? Yeah, my mom loves that joke. So what did I write there? Oh yeah, you know what? I was talking to somebody earlier today at the bar about my neighborhood and how my friends just refuse to hang out in my neighborhood, right? My friends are all like, Allie, your neighborhood's so sketchy. I was like, bitch, I live across the street from a yoga studio. Like, it is not that sketcy. And she's like, oh yeah, what's that? Points across the street. There is a man yelling into a detached payphone saying, you owe me $2 million! In a wheelchair he clearly stole while jacking off. And I was like, oh yeah, I see what you mean. We could drink some Yorkville. We'll do that then. You guys seem like a classy crowd. I feel like I should tell you some classy jokes. So, do you like poop jokes? Yeah, so when I was younger, whenever I was pushing out a tough shit, I would pretend that I was giving birth. Yeah. I honestly thought that pushing out a tough poo would prepare me one day for childbirth. So I welcome tough poos. You know, borderline constipation, ate a lot of cheese. But then I found something out. And let me know if you guys know this, because it was crazy when I found out. You do not need to expel a human in order to have one. You can adopt. Now, do you know what that means, ladies and gents?
You know that for nothing?
It means that I gave myself hemorrhoids for nothing. Yeah. We were talking about putting drugs up butts. Can't put nothing up my butt. Yeah, it kills my social life. I also have TMJ. Does anyone know what that is? TMJ. Just yell it out if you know. Yell out random things, in fact. Too much jam.
Too much jazz.
Too much jazz.
Too much jizz.
Too much jizz. That's close enough. So TMJ is actually lockjaw syndrome. I developed it in university. Word got out that if I put anything bigger than this in my mouth, I would just lock my jaw, just bite and lock my jaw. Yeah, you think it's bad now? It killed my social life then. But now as an adult, and as like a really sick dirt comic, I actually love it. Because, you know, when I'm hooking up with somebody or have a new boo thing and I decide to go down, I let him know after, just so I can see his face. Because he's like, you know, he's enjoying himself, had a good time. You go from like, that guys tell me it's like cum drunk. You know, when you feel like everything's good in the world, it's great, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, by the way, I could have chopped off your dick. That's the best reaction ever. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about, some dick chopping. Let's get your host back up. My name is Allie Banks. You can find me on the Bad Allie.